Hello. I've had a terrible day today, so let's play some piano. This is gonna be my second vlog on the channel. Um, I put this as like one of my other channels. Oh my god, my hair looks terrible. Uh, and a lot of you found it. I think the first vlog has like 1,000 views, but uh, all the comments have been really nice, have been really awesome. Despite the fact that I'm still pretty self-conscious about this, so I appreciate all your nice feedback and everything. I've had some people reach out with like tips and stuff, which that's kind of why I started this channel in the first place, was like just your guys' perspective on piano and stuff and opinions. So yeah, this is my second vlog. I think I've made a decent amount of progress since the last one. If you missed the last one, you can go check it out. Um, I have Piano Man down at a decent degree now. And we've learned a couple more scales. I don't know if I even showed off scales in the first vlog. Um, my instructor is also having me try to use my hands in a way that I'm picturing myself jumping rope. So like in each motion, like doing like a circular motion as I go up the scale, like. And of course, like hopefully faster later on, as I go. I think it's just to help more like get into like a sort of rhythm. Yeah, let me a little bit. There we go. Get into a sort of rhythm. So we got C. I just played C. I also learned that the next scale up is just the last note on that scale. So C ends at G. So the next scale is G. I'll do down here. G is also pretty simple. It's just straight up 5 up and down. And then G ends on D, so the next scale is D. D's actually changes. It's not just 5 keys in a row. It's, well, it is, but it uses a black key. And another thing too is I've been trying to keep my fingers curled. I have a bad habit of just like sticking them out, and then it makes it a lot more awkward for like note changes and stuff. Another thing I've been trying to get used to in terms of learning stuff is playing in between the keys. Like, I don't know if you can see, like right here, instead of every time on a white key being right here. Trying to get used to playing right here is very uncomfortable, for someone that's never played piano before, like myself. So that's another thing. So after G we have, oh, I did D, which is, and then this week I have A, which is, and piano is like, there's always like you always constantly need to be thinking about things, I think, until you get it down like much smoother, until you're more used to it. Um Something I always need to be thinking about is using my arm to like drop into it instead of punching. I think that's like a really bad habit to get into, is like punching the keys. You're supposed to like kind of like let your arm fall into it and let the weight of your arm sort of use it to a certain extent. So yeah, those are skills we've gotten. I'll move on. Again, I've gotten Piano Man down to a much better extent. Here, let me. Sorry, I've gotten Piano Man down to a much better extent. So hopefully I don't freeze up now, and I can actually play it. But Charlie, are you ready? I can't tell if my cat likes the piano or doesn't like it. She either sleeps soundly while I play or not at all. So yeah, here's Piano Man. Oh, I also got an actual piano chair. I'm a professional now. Which is a lot faster. than the first vlog. I'll do it one more time because it's always nice to practice. Another thing is too, I bought this piano used, which I kind of regret because some of the keys. Let me see if I. You might be able to kind of hear it through the mic. It has like a sound like it's rubbing up against something, which is kind of annoying while playing. And some of the keys go off and on, like this one. You can see I hit it once and it, so it is what it is. So I'll do it one more time. I'm so glad the first one went well. And one thing I haven't really learned yet is how to use the pedal. I have a pedal. It would help some of these notes feel better whenever I end off. Like I think whenever I just let both go, you kind of lose that overture. I don't know if that's used correctly. So I do need to start getting used to the pedal, but the instructor I have also said that like it's kind of like a tiny bit further down the line. Like I should kind of get used to just playing in general first and not overwhelm myself. So yeah, Piano Man's coming along very nicely. I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't think quite up to speed. I've been playing with a metronome, but it's definitely getting there. There's two other things I've been kind of trying to learn as time goes on. One is clocks, Coldplay. I looked up just good beginner piano songs, and that was on there. Clocks is kind of it's cool to learn it because it's a lot different from Piano Man because it's it's like chords with the left and then just like a tune with the right, but it's constant, like you can't stop. It's been a challenge to learn this one especially. Um, because the chords, as I said earlier, are I need to start playing between keys. And another thing that's really hard to get used to is using the same hand for certain keys. Like I'm started writing down which finger to use on keys to get used to it because there are certain combinations you should use. Let's see if you can see. Here I'll just do it on. This feels very foreign now. It's like I wrote down for the chord, I guess for the chords, 1, 3, 5 to use. So the keys are, that's the first melody. So then I would put it 1 on the left hand is the thumb, 3 is the middle finger. When before I'd kind of wanted to just use the index like by habit, but then it's kind of awkward if you use the index. So if you use a middle finger, you can keep your hand straighter. So the chord is 1, 3, 1, 3, 5. So that's the first chord. And then the first and third finger move down. So this one, the thumb and the pinky move down actually. The middle one stays still. But you can make it simpler on yourself by just shifting the thumb down one, putting the index where the middle was, and then shifting the pinky down. So inherently you still are playing this middle key. You're just making it easier on yourself for the switch. It's just really hard to get used to. So you go 2, and you do that again, and then it makes the second change even easier because you go down with the thumb and down here. So it's kind of like a dance with your hand, kind of. So I'm not gonna do it with the chords yet because I'm still getting used to it, but it's. Let's go out. I'm not gonna start singing yet. I'll try to work into singing, but I've never had a vocal coach. And then with the melody on the verse, you also can just use one hand. I wasn't doing that at first. But if you leave every finger on the correct key, you can do this 5-key melody, which is. without even moving your hand stays on the same 5 keys, even though it's this whole little melody, which is interesting because whenever I started playing it originally, I was like, if you can even see my hand, like I'm doing like this dance when I don't even need to put in that much effort, which I think that as time goes on and you become more comfortable with the piano, you have to find those shortcuts with harder songs, faster songs. So it's better now to look for those kind of patterns and whatnot. And then the last update I should provide, I've been trying to learn this song from One Piece called Mother Sea. If you're not a One Piece fan, you won't recognize the song right away. But this one's also really pretty, which I haven't really learned much at all yet. I think I'm spreading myself too thin after Piano Man. I got too confident with Piano Man. But it's... If I can remember. See, the D just stops working. Let me see if I can push it enough. Okay, well, I might not be able to show you today. I don't know if I should take this in to get it repaired. See, there it is. It's back now. So it's... You know... Oh, that's another one that doesn't work. This whole little section doesn't like to work, apparently. And then it's like... It's so pretty, man. So that's another one I'm like slowly working on. I think the left hand melody is gonna be really hard. Like the right hand I have down because I've heard the song before, but like the underlying melody is a lot harder to get used to. So yeah, that's my this is probably around the same length as the first one. That's my piano vlog for now. I'm glad you guys are enjoying these. Kind of cool to share my progress. But yeah, that's it for me. Have a good one, guys.